Hey guys, so I've been playing a little bit and I didn't do a process video and I am sorry, but I do have some new little things to share. Let's see. I was playing around with some of my new stuff on Friday. It's Sunday now. I had recorded a video yesterday, but it was dark and terrible, so let me try this again. So the first little background, well, it's not a background anymore, I guess you could say I finished it, is this one here. And I had gotten some new Diane Reevely Delusion sprays, or delusions, and oh, that's really bright, sorry. I had gotten the new, what color is this? It's cherry pie and like one of the purple colors. I don't have it out right with me right now, but let's see what I did. So I did a lot of spraying and ghost stamping and ghost stenciling, and what else did I do? I used this new stamp that I got from Hobby Lobby a little bit ago, and it was on clearance, and it's really cool. It's got all these different city names and a little bit of distressed on it. And so, okay, what I did was I stamped on the background, and I realized I didn't like the sharp edges of the stamp since it was a block stamp. Normally, if you're going to stamp and you have like a rubber, you can hold it in your hand and kind of flip the edges up and not get like a perfect impression. So if you have any block stamps like this, or like this, where you want a stamp but you don't want it perfect, my tip would be to ink your stamp and then just take your paper and just imperfectly just press on it with your hand, and then you'll get it imperfect. So just use it reverse instead of doing like that. That worked out for me for some other techniques that I was practicing with. So I used my new stamps as well that I shared in my haul. So I used this quote here: "Until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you'll fly." And I used my angel wings there, and I stamped those on a tag that I had ran through my extra ink, and it came out really, really cool, and it had coordinating colors, so I just figured it would look really good but not blend in too much. So I fussy cut those out and put them on, and I used some molding paste, and I tinted it gold again and used that stencil there. Really, really simple. I splattered it with a little bit of the white and dripped a couple pieces down and just kept it really simple. Oh, and I date stamped the date that I worked on it, and I just wrote documented. And I like that look. I think it adds to the mixed media aspect of it, and you can keep like a record of how your pieces differ and what you felt like that day and what your emotions were. So I really like that. I'm going to start date stamping everything that I do. This one here, I loved the background, and then I don't like the finished product, but that's okay. I'll still share it. I was playing around with some Tim Holtz distress inks and distress paints, and I had a really beautiful background to begin with. So if you just take that away and that away, it was so awesome. But it just didn't come together the way I wanted it to, but I'll still share it. I laid down some of the Tim Holtz tissue tape that I had on hand, and then I covered it with some gesso, and I used some of the distress paints around the edge and in the middle and distress ink, and I used a stencil here with some just walnut stained distress ink. I used a stencil there, and I used the black soot. And then I had this coffee cup with a new Tim Holtz die. I cut that out of craft cardstock, and I used this stamp to create like a print on the craft cardstock, and I distressed the edges, and I just stamped that little label on the front. And when I put it on, I wanted like a steam look, and I used black ink, so it's harsher than the rest, so I don't like that. Didn't come out like I wanted. And then I just threw that little stamped adventure word there, and I don't know why, because it doesn't make sense. Adventure, coffee, like I totally screwed this one up, but that's okay. I think it still is a learning experience, and I just figured I'd share. So that one there. And then if you watch my little teeny tiny little haul, sorry, it's very early in the morning, hold on. If you watched my last little haul, I showed this one and I love it. I actually use a tissue that I got from the Michael's $1.50 bins, and I just took it out of the wrapper and pulled it apart because it was 2-ply, and just crumpled it up and layered it in the back with some gel medium, and then I just went to town with some gesso and some gelatos and stamping. So love that. And that's basically what I've been working on. I had one other project that I meant to work on and I didn't yet because I've been distracted with some of my other new goodies, and this like took me away totally. I mean, it's so magical. So I started with this and I kind of put one of my other projects to the side, but I have another one in mind I hope to get started on soon. Been having so much fun playing, honestly. It's been so freeing and so fun, so I've been loving it. But yeah, I'll be back to share more when I have more, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.